met with my friend, did a few things, enjoyed the day. The weather is getting a little bit rainier right now, so after spending some time with my friend, I decided to come here and do a live stream. I'm back home right now. I'm cooking up some things for lunch, and I want to talk about the MS-13 gang member. He was arrested in the company of known MS-13 gang members. And yeah, we'll get into this when some people join. But apparently his wife also accused him of beating her. And this is the man Democrats have been fighting to bring back to the country. Hey, welcome back. We're talking about the MS-13 member that his wife put allegations on him. This man right here, the man that Democrats are fighting to bring back into the country, even though he's not a citizen. His wife told us that he abused her. Unfortunately, he abused her. He has the rank of Chiquino, the nickname of Chili. I'm good, how are you? I just came from hanging out with my friend. I got a haircut yesterday. Now you guys can see it, but I still need some more styling gel for it. Some volume powder and stuff like that would make it look even better. But I'm pretty good. How are you guys doing? Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you're coming from. Welcome back to the live stream. Hit the like and subscribe button, especially if you're new here. Thank you. And I'm going to cook a steak. I'm also making some other food, but yeah. That guy is a loss. Yeah, absolutely. But not the same kind of loss that the Democrats think. They think he's going to add value to the country or something. Maybe that's why they want to bring him back. I don't know. A loser. I wasn't sure what you meant, a loss or a loser or what exactly. But yeah, he is a loser. He beat his wife. She's accused him of abusing her. And the Democrats still begged for this guy to come back into the country. They're like, please, please let an MS-13 gang member that beats his wife into the country. Please. We need him, please. They want criminals in the country. That's the problem. They're begging. They're like, please, we need the abuser MS-13 gang member. He's a good member of the United States. We need him. He was wrongfully deported. He never did anything in his life. He's not a gang member. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I never believed that man in his life. The United States knows what they're doing. They have one of the best intelligence agencies in the entire world. It wasn't the Argentinian president, it was El Salvadorian president. The president of Argentina is a good man. He doesn't have the problems of the MS-13 gang members as far as I know. Shout out the president of Argentina, though. He's a great man, honestly. But the president of El Salvador is great, too. He's making his country one of the safest countries in the world. That country is now safer than a lot of Western European countries, El Salvador. Yes, she means El Salvador. It's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. He was an El Salvadorian citizen, but shout out the El Salvadorians and shout out the Salvadorians and shout out the Argentinians as well. Great people, as Trump would say. It's okay, it's okay. We know you're intelligent. You're making valid points. But, as I was saying, this man was arrested previously. And they want to bring him back into the country. There's the criminal documents. It's just ridiculous. Hey, Waffle, chill out a little bit. We're all on the same team. We're all on the same team. We're all Trump supporters. And we all support what Donald is doing. We have to unite together and attack against the people that are trying to attack us. We can't let the opposition attack us. That's not right. We're all American citizens. My eyes are bluish green. My shirt is black or yellow, but I'm in the kitchen. I just have this one light over me, so maybe it does look black. I'm cooking a steak right now. I just got back from hanging out with my friend for a little bit. Hey, it's all right, Waffle. I just wanted to make it clear. We're all on the same page. We're all family. We're all American patriots. We can attack on the people that come in here and spread misinformation and lie about Donald Trump and lie about the immigrant MS-13 gang member. There will be plenty of people to attack against, Waffle, when you're ready. Hit the like and subscribe button if you're new here. And I am not one bit surprised that this man got accused by his wife of beating her. If he wasn't an MS-13 gang member, then why was he arrested in the presence of other MS-13 gang members? They even know his gang ranking thing. He was something called a Chino or something like that was his MS-13 gang ranking. I'm not familiar with the rankings of that gang, so don't really ask me. But I have the documents and the proof. Welcome back, welcome back. Smash the like and subscribe button if you're an American patriot. I'm British, to be honest, but I got the American dream in my belly. You're incorrect. He was arrested for drug possession and copious amounts of cash without significant evidence or bank statements or proof. He was arrested alongside other MS-13 gang members. Yes, sir, that was his gang member name. That was his official gang ranking right there. Waffle just commented that. Chiquino, I don't know how to pronounce that. That's sad because I lived in Spain for 2 years, but I have no clue what that's trying to say or mean. All I know is he was an approved MS-13 member by both American Intelligence Agency and El Salvadorian Intelligence Agency. Proven. I'll bring you the court documents in 1 second about how he beats his wife. Brett loves MS-13 members that beat their wives. I'm cooking. I said it a few times already. I'm cooking a steak. And I also got something in the oven, but the steak is done now. I'm not a liar. American Intelligence Agency disagrees. El Salvador Intelligence Agency disagrees. Both of these countries have millions of billions of dollars to spend on their intelligence. He was arrested alongside MS-13 gang members for crying out loud. The Democrats, all they can do is try to discredit you and call you names because they don't have much intelligence. I'm not saying all Democrats, but 99% of them. Mass deportations, especially for criminal MS-13 gang members. Absolutely. I have more credit than your account does. I have more people listening to me than listening to your comments. Trump 2028, smash the like and subscribe button. He was arrested for being one. Cry all you want about it. He's not coming back to America. The president of El Salvador and the president of the United States of America have agreed. That man is a criminal. He beat his wife. You are supporting a wife beater. How does it feel? Does it feel good to support a wife beater? Tell me, Brett. I don't know, Kamal G. Are you even old enough to drive a car and own your own house or apartment? He's in prison now. I don't have to show you the conviction. It's all over the news. I will show you court documented paperwork. Give me a moment. My food is done. My food is ready. Deportations will never be stopped. Donald J. Trump will not be stopped. What will you do about it? You will cry in peaceful protest. Keep crying. Keep peaceful protesting. That will do absolutely nothing. Congratulations on your success of nothing. Doesn't matter, he's in prison now. He's an El Salvadorian citizen. He'll go through their court process now. Brett, you are mindless. Everyone commenting against this man is defending a woman beater. How do you feel? You guys are all defending woman beaters. How does it feel to wake up in the morning or the afternoon, hop on YouTube and defend woman beaters? This should go on your public record, if you ask me. His wife accused him. Accused wife beater. We're getting all these illegal immigrants out of our country. The rest of them can cry about it in peaceful protest while I laugh at them. And you look African American, so I don't really know. I know how we can piss off the haters, though. I know how we can piss off the haters. We're going to show them videos of the wife beater's accusations. The wife beater that 90% of you guys are defending against. Any inappropriate comments will be timed out. All these haters are mad that a wife beater got sent to prison. How does it feel? Sent to prison. Hit the like and subscribe button though if you guys are new here. It's actually construction outside. Here, I'll close my lovely balcony views, which the haters don't have. The haters don't have that, but keep commenting, keep commenting. He's going to El Salvador. He's an El Salvadorian citizen. He'll get convicted in his country of origin. He's just deported from the United States right now. Thank you. Much appreciated. Anyone commenting something positive, I hope you get beautiful views and have a wonderful, beautiful day. Hit the like and subscribe button if you're new to the channel. I have to wait for the computer to turn on, and then I'll gladly show you guys the video of him beating his wife. Donald J. Trump. I'm just kidding, there's not a video of it. But there's accusations from his wife. I have eyebrows, but did your wife, did you beating your wife make you defend the wife beater, or what happened there? I don't have much to say to you, but your President Joe Biden couldn't speak properly either, so really what's the difference? At least I'm not falling asleep on the job. Your President Joe Biden couldn't speak a single sentence without tripping on his words. Either way, timing out. You're dropping inappropriate comments. You're timed out. Peace. You guys are free to report any of the comments you want to. I do have one. TV viewer, I do have one. It's already the end of the workday where I'm at right now, so I don't know where you're at, but I'm not inside the United States. I'm a United States citizen. Do not free the MS-13 gang member. Thank you. They're triggered because they realize how dumb they are defending an MS-13 wife beater. Thank you, sir. Thank you. UK for Trump.
Good afternoon, everybody.
No, I'm not in El Salvador. That's not what I said. You're not even listening. But I'm going to show you guys this video to piss off the liberals that defended a wife-beating MS-13 gang member. So take this video and cry. I need liberal tears in my cup. They power me up. Every time someone name calls or just doesn't have anything productive to add to the conversation, it fills my liberal tear cup up more with liberal tears. So let's watch this and watch the liberal tears pour in. Hit the like and subscribe button.
Homeland and deport violent alien criminals from our communities.
Yes.
That is why the American people overwhelmingly re-elected him back to this office.
Let's start it over again just to make him more mad.
President Trump campaigned on the promise to secure our homeland and deport violent alien criminals from our communities. That is why the American people overwhelmingly re-elected him back to this office, and it's why the American people defeated the Democrat Party in devastating fashion. Today, we have officially learned Democrat officials still refuse to accept the will of the American people. Maryland Democrat Senator Chris Van Hollen rushed to Dulles Airport this morning to fly to El Salvador, potentially using taxpayer dollars to demand the release of deported illegal alien MS-13 terrorists. The Democrats and the media in this room have continually and wrongly labeled Kilmar Abrego Garcia as a Maryland father. There is no Maryland father. Let me reiterate. Kilmar Abrego Garcia is an illegal alien, MS-13 gang member and foreign terrorist who was deported back to his home country. And when Kilmar Abrego Garcia was originally arrested, he was wearing a sweatshirt with rolls of money covering the ears, mouth, and eyes of presidents on various currency denominations. This is a known MS-13 gang symbol of hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil. Abrego Garcia was also arrested with two other well-known members of the vicious MS-13 gang. And two separate judges found that Abrego Garcia was a member of MS-13, and that finding has never been disputed. And just this morning, it was revealed through Maryland court documents that Abrego Garcia's wife petitioned for an order of protection against him for 2 instances of domestic violence in May of 2021. And here is the order right here. The court ordered that the respondent committed the following acts of abuse. Once in May of 2021, assault in any degree. And on May 4th of 2021, he punched and scratched his wife, ripped off her shirt, and grabbed and bruised her. This is from a court in Maryland. So not only are Democrats rushing to defend an illegal criminal foreign terrorist gang member, but also an apparent woman beater. To set all of that aside, the basic fact that he was illegally inside our country and had a lawful deportation order made him subject to removal back to his home country of El Salvador. And if he ever ends up back in the United States, he would immediately be deported again. Nothing will change the fact that Abrego Garcia will never be a Maryland father. He will never live in the United States of America again. And the United States Supreme Court ruled unanimously that the President of the United States and the Secretary of State could not be compelled to forcibly retrieve this citizen of El Salvador who is currently locked up in a maximum security prison in his home country due to his MS-13 membership. To remind the media and the Democrat Party, MS-13 are among the most vicious and dangerous individuals in this world. They pose a direct threat to the United States, El Salvador, and any other country who maintains basic law and order. MS-13 rapes innocent girls and women, runs sex trafficking operations, murders for sport, and terrorizes law-abiding people. That's why El Salvador President Bukele made it clear this week that he will not be releasing this MS-13 gang member from his prison. But that is not enough. All of that is not enough to stop the Democrat Party from their lies. The number one issue they are focused on right now is bringing back this illegal alien terrorist to America. But where are the Democrats applauding the fact that southern border crossings just hit a historic low? Where are the Democrats supporting our brave men and women of law enforcement who are putting their lives on the line every single day to arrest the violent illegal alien invaders that the previous administration allowed into our country? And where are the Democrats when innocent Americans are victimized by illegal criminals that Joe Biden let in? It's appalling and sad that Senator Van Hollen and the Democrats applauding his trip to El Salvador today are incapable of having any shred of common sense or empathy for their own constituents and our citizens. Nobody knows this more than the woman standing to my right, Patty Morin, whose beautiful daughter Rachel was brutally maimed and murdered at the hands of an illegal alien in August of 2023. Patty no longer has her daughter because of the failed Democrat Party's open border, and these are policies that President Trump is bringing an end to. Patty should not have to be here today, but she is. And we are grateful and we are honored for her willingness and her request to share her powerful story with the world. Thank you, Patty, for being here.
Thank you, Patty, for being here. Now, that's not the end of it, guys. we're going to hit them with even more truth. Let's piss off the liberals today. Maximum speed. The people from Jan 6th spent years in prison already. They did their time. Now it's time for the MS-13 gang members to do their time. I'm not lying. I just showed you the video proof.
Hello, everyone, and welcome on over to another episode of Speak the Truth podcast. I'm
Speak
your
the
host,
truth.
Cardio. Today's episode is being sponsored.
Hit the like and subscribe
You
button.
guys asked me to look into Kilmar Garcia. He would be the illegal immigrant, MS-13 member that ended up getting deported out of the country and is locked away in a freaking prison in El Salvador. Everybody's whining and complaining about it. As a matter of fact, there's a senator down there right now trying to speak with him. But what if I also told you that in 2021, his wife accused him of beating the brakes off of him, and I happen to have proof of it, and that the court actually found some reasonable grounds to grant a protection order? Before we get into all that, I want you guys to pay attention. Armslist.com is America's firearms marketplace, unwavering in their belief of the right of the people to keep and bear arms. Armlist.com has been in the fight for our Second Amendment rights, battling the Brady campaign and their cronies since their initial assault in 2013, emerging victorious. Armslist.com is not only at the forefront of the fight for your rights, it's your go-to platform to buy, sell, and trade firearms, ammo, optics, and more locally. Or you can tap into the nationwide network of firearms dealers. For a limited time, Armslist is extending an exclusive discount to Speak the Truth listeners. Head to armslist.com/concerned are a dang priority, right? Or just respecting the Constitution in general. But one of the last things I ever expected to see in this crap, and I should have known better, was a freaking senator actually flying down to El Salvador to deal with this crap.
I just landed at the airport in San Salvador a little while ago. I'm now en route into the city, looking forward to meeting with the team from the American Embassy. And I do want to thank our Foreign Service officers and the whole team at this embassy and embassies around the world for all the good work they do on behalf of our country. I'm proud to co-chair the bipartisan Foreign Service Caucus that stands up for...
Okay, good for you. We're tired of hearing you talk because you just decided to go down to El Salvador and meet up with an MS-13 gang member. Like, you could have talked about everything else that was wrong with it, but the last thing you had to do was go down there. And now it turns out the dude beat his wife. And that is coming up here in just a sec. But when he got to the prison, looks like they denied him entry. Why? Because he doesn't have a right to visit them. It's not the United States of America, and they're going to do whatever the hell they want to do.
This is an unsustainable and unjust moment, so it cannot continue.
Wait about it. He's never coming back.
I also told his wife and family that I would try to meet with Mr. Abrego Garcia while I was here.
How'd that go for you? How'd that go for you, bud? Yeah, no, didn't get in there, did you? Well, that's what's being reported right now. He ended up not making it into the prison. Well, I told you that the guy was a wife beater, and I wasn't lying about it. All you got to do is go to Maryland Judiciary Case Search, and that's where you're going to find this information. I'm going to link it down in the description below where you can go over here and actually search and find this information. That is before his attorneys or somebody else ends up ripping it down. Anyways, you just take the case number, paste it into this little case search, and bam, pops right up there for you. And wouldn't you know it, what did we find? Well, if we were to zoom in here and take a look, what we end up discovering is that he ended up getting a protection order filed against him for domestic violence all the way back in 2021. Now, who filed it? Well, his wife ended up filing it against him. What did it say? I'm going to show you here in just a sec. But if you notice, and you go all the way down, it was a temporary protection order. It was only granted for like 30 days. And so when you go all the way down to the bottom, it says dismissed, petitioner failed to appear. Now, that's easily explained within the cycle of abuse that's often found within domestic violence cases. As a former law enforcement officer myself, I saw it a lot where you had wives and you had girlfriends that often had solid charges, but because they failed to show up and testify, these guys end up getting away with this crap. So to be clear, he wasn't officially charged. He ended up having a protection order granted because his wife went before a judge and petitioned for it. And in order to get to that state of mind, most people have to go through that cycle of violence numerous times before they stand up and do that. Now, if you want to see the temporary protection order, it's right here. This is the TPO for you to take a look at. It's right up here on your screen. And what ended up being written by the judge for the granting of the protection order was this, that they found, and I quote, reasonable grounds to believe he had punched and scratched, ripped off shirt, grabbed and bruised, end quote, his wife and also the mother of his dang kids. Again, they found reasonable grounds to believe that that had occurred, so they granted it. And they stripped him of his rights because of it. And due to likely the cycle of violence, he never went back. Now, you can sit here and you could argue about him being an MS-13 gang member and all this other crap, but holy shnikes, this is what we're going to stand up for now? This? In America, we're going to waste our time and fly down to El Salvador. Did nobody do their due diligence on this guy before they ended up coming up with it? So there is also allegations that he's an MS-13 gang member, and people are saying, no, he's never been charged with a crime. Bullshit. He sure has. You know why? Because of this guy right here. When you enter the country illegally, what is it? It's a crime. It's against federal law. That's why he's sitting in there right now. Do you see this right here? Charges, Immigration and Nationality Act. They have it listed, 212A6AI. It's right there. He has been charged with a crime. And you know what else this flipping paperwork actually says about the guy? Do you think it says he's a stand-up individual? Is that what you think it says? No. As a matter of fact, it says the DHS opposed the respondent's request for bond. The DHS asserted that the respondent is a verified gang member. The respondent was arrested in the company of other ranking gang members and was confirmed to be a ranking member of the MS-13 gang by a proven and reliable source. The DHS argued that the Form I-213 is admissible as legally reliable document in immigration court. So they have a proven and reliable source that says he's an MS-13 member, and he's arrested alongside 2 other MS-13 members. You know what that's called? That's called preponderance of the evidence. And for everybody that says he's never been charged with a crime, that shit he's thrown out in the first place, because literally right there, the respondent was arrested in the company. He was arrested for breaking the law. What law did he break? Immigration and Nationality Act. It's right there. That's how he got arrested, because he broke the dang law. So now it appears as if he's broken the law twice.
The entire Democratic Congress should go see their darling.
Well, they listened to him, and believe it or not, the man asked for asylum. And when you read through the court documents, which I'm not going to bore you through, I'm just going to give you a brief little synopsis of what they said. They said that not only was all of that stuff substantiated, and they had reason to deport him, all right, but they ended up granting him asylum because when he was being raised down in El Salvador, his dad, who was a police officer, his mom who was like a baker or some crap, they were all being bullied by a gang and being asked to join the gang and everything else. And he ended up getting like followed around by the gang and asked to join the gang. There's no allegations. There was an allegation that there was a threat against his life and the life of his brother. But other than that, there was nothing else other than what this guy had to say. So an MS-13 member who broke the law and came into the country illegally was granted asylum because of his childhood drama back in his home country, as a threat to his life and well-being, as if that would affect him as an adult because his mom was baking freaking cookies or some crap and the gang wanted a cut of it. That's it. That's why he got granted asylum. That's what happened. That is it in a nutshell. And that is exactly why the federal courts are all pissed off that the Trump admin went over, grabbed him, and freaking deported him. That's why they're calling it an administrative error that they ended up sending him, because they were not aware of his freaking asylum or whatever the hell it is. Oh, and here's the best part. You want to know what he got arrested for? Are you curious? Because Pam Bondi, literally right before I came on here, decided to drop this. This, ladies and gentlemen, is an arrest record from 2019 that got him trouble in the first place. Check this out. On 3/28/2019, at approximately 14:27 hours, Detective Blank with the Hyattsville City Police observed 4 individuals loitering in the parking lot of the Home Depot located at 3301 East-West Highway in Hyattsville, Maryland. As he approached the individuals, 2 of the individuals reached into their waistband and discarded several unknown items under a parked vehicle. All 4 individuals were stopped by Hyattsville officers. Detective immediately recognized Christopher Hernandez Romero, aka Bimbo, as a member of the MS-13 Sailors Clique. 2 small plastic bottles containing marijuana was located on scene. All 4 individuals were transported back to District 1 for interviews. Members of the Prince George County Gang Unit MS-13 Intelligence Squad have encountered Christopher Hernandez Romero on multiple occasions. He has an extensive criminal history for multiple assault, concealing drug, weapon, burglary, and many other criminal offenses. He has been found guilty.
Hey, nice meeting you, Scorpion. Nice meeting you, Scorpion. Have a great day. Have a great work day wherever you're coming from. The work day here is already pretty much ended, but much appreciated, man. Thanks for joining the channel. But we're going to continue watching this video now. There's about 4 minutes left, and then we'll move on to the next. Real American Patriot, Scorpion. Thank you for joining the channel. Hope you liked and subscribed. Peace out. Have a great day. Lexi, of course a liberal Democrat looks like you. You look like a maniac. Everyone click on Lexi's profile. That's exactly what the average 17 or 18-year-old Democrat looks like. That probably can't even vote.
Prince George County in December 2018, officers know Hernandez Romero to be an active member of the MS-13 gang member with the Sailors Clique with the rank of observation.
Cry about it.
Bimbo.
Liberal tears. Liberal tears filling up my cup. Liberal tears. Keep crying. I'm getting more tears.
Officers know these kinds of tattoos are indicative of the Hispanic gang culture. The tattoo is meant to represent I don't read Spanish, or see no evil, hear no evil, and say no evil. He also had a tattoo of a devil on his left leg, which officers know only high-ranking members of the MS-13 gang are allowed to get a tattoo with the horns. This represents power with MS-13. Officers made contact with a past proven and reliable source of information who advised Jose Dominguez is an active MS-13 gang member with the Sailors Clique, the rank of Chiqueo, a moniker for Maniaco. Officers also interviewed Kilmore, Armando.
More liberal tears. Fill up my cup. Liberal tears. Cry about it. Do peaceful protests. Trump has 3 more years. 3 years and 8 months. Cry about it.
Officers observed he was wearing a Chicago Bulls hat and a hoodie with rolls of money covering the eyes, ears, and mouth of the presidents on the separate denominations. Officers know such clothing to be indicative of the Hispanic gang culture. The meaning of the clothing is to represent ver oyo u collar, or see no evil, hear no evil, say no evil. Wearing the Chicago's Bull hat represents that they are a member in good standing with the MS-13. Officers contacted a past proven and reliable source for information who advised Kilmore Garcia is an active member of MS-13 with the Western Clique. The confidential source further advised that he is the rank of Chiqueo with the moniker of Shale. I don't even know. Officers' interviews with Jason Herrera. During the interview, officers were unable to determine his gang affiliation. Officers know MS-13 gang members are only allowed to hang around other members or prospects for the gang. Officers will continue to monitor blah, 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 blah. Bottom line, if the officers were really trying to pretend like he was an MS-13 member, why the hell did they let the other guy off the hook? That's it. That's the entire case in a nutshell. And now we got senators flying down there. Turns out the guy allegedly beat the crap out of his wife. According to his wife in court, she definitely made those statements in front of a judge. Otherwise, that temporary protection order, that TPO, wouldn't exist. And people are rallying behind this guy. You know, there is better cases in this country, guaranteed, that if people would look at and get behind, that you could absolutely say that there's injustices taking place. But when you have somebody that is a threat to the civilian population, as this gentleman is, and you come in and you argue on his behalf and lie, saying that he's never been arrested.
Cry about it.
He's never been convicted, or never been accused of a crime, never been arrested, all of that other garbage, and he's a stand-up member of society. No, he's not. He's not. Stand-up members of society don't get arrested alongside other MS-13 gang members and get arrested for breaking the dang law. Federal law. They also don't beat their spouses. They don't. Find somebody better. Do better. Please, for the love of God, politicians, do better. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Speak the Truth podcast. I know it's brief and it's short, and that's the way it's meant to be. Nothing but the Facts. Peace, love, happiness. God bless, ladies and gentlemen. I'm out of here.
God bless.
All right, let's get started. I cannot believe this. We begin with a tale of two parties. Democrat, Senator Chris Van Hollen.
They are criminals.
El Salvador in hopes
They
of
beat their
bringing
wives.
back a suspected MS-13
You're defending a
gang
wife
member
beater. How
who
does
has
it feel,
also been
Lexi?
accused of beating his wife.
So while the Democrats fight on the behalf of that deported illegal immigrant, the Trump administration invites Angel Mom Patty Morin to the White House.
Morin sharing the heartbreaking story and a lot of details of her daughter's murder at the hands
By
of
an
an
illegal
illegal migrant in Van
They don't
Hollen
deserve
State
due process.
in Maryland.
They're not
Griff
American
Jenkins
citizens.
is live in Washington with more. Hey, Griff.
Yeah, good morning. And you're right, Ainsley, heartbreaking. And you're right, Brian, there are two sides to this story. But Lawrence, one sobering moment at the White House last night really captured the stark reminder of the deadly consequences of open border policies as President Trump recognized Patty Morin.
Patty, stand up, Patty.
Thank you,
Please.
President Trump.
Yes, an incredible daughter. And her daughter's looking down on Patty today. This was some day for you. And we appreciate it, Patty, and we're all with you 100%. And you are indeed an angel mom.
Earlier in the day, Patty joined reporters in the briefing room recounting her daughter's last moments.
There wasn't 1 inch of her body that didn't have some kind of injury, whether it's bruising.
They aren't getting the rights to the fair trial because they are not United States citizens.
Protecting the American citizens.
Controversial opinion, but if you are not a United States citizen, you do not deserve the same constitutional rights as United States citizens as an illegal invader. The only crime you need to be found guilty of is illegally entering the country, and you can be deported. No more court cases, no more anything needed. If you entered the illegal, either you have a green card or you don't. It's either a yes or no question. The Constitution doesn't disagree. You don't even know what the First and Second Amendment are.
It's just common sense. Why are we not protecting our children?
This as Maryland Democrat Senator Chris Van Hollen advocated for his illegal alien constituent down in El Salvador.
I said I'm not asking him to smuggle Mr. Abrego Garcia into the United States. I'm simply asking him to open the door of CCOT and let this innocent man walk out. They should let him go.
But newly surfaced court records show Abrego Garcia's wife filed domestic violence allegations against her husband. However, she's now changing her tune, telling Newsweek, quote, after surviving domestic violence in a previous relationship, I acted out of caution after a disagreement with Kilmore by seeking a civil protective order in case things escalated. Things did not escalate, and I decided not to follow through with the civil court process. But the White House says Abrego Garcia is not welcome here.
If he ever ends up back in the United States, he would immediately be deported again. Nothing will change the fact that Abrego Garcia will never be a Maryland father. He will never live in the United States of America again.
And now we're watching to see if more Democrats will follow Van Hollen down to El Salvador. Guys?
Just fascinating stuff. Griff, I always thought when it comes to illegal immigration, if you have a green card, for example, upstanding citizen, you get a DWI, you get in a bar fight, you're gone. Mm-hmm. This guy is in front of a judge. They say 2 judges said MS-13. And then he gets 2 domestic violence. He gets a domestic violence charge, chronicled in great details by his wife. She was fearing for her life. How does he even stay here a day, knowing that his status was in jeopardy anyway?
Well, that's a great question, Brian, and that really highlights just the difference in approach to enforcement of existing laws on our books from the previous administration to this one. This administration says if you're here illegally, and certainly if you have a reason to be a danger to the community, you will not remain here and you will be sent home. And should Democrats like Van Hollen succeed in getting Abrego Garcia back to the U.S., he would go immediately back into immigration judicial proceedings, and all of this would come right back up. That's why Caroline Leavitt says he'd be sent packing again.
All right. Thank you so much, Griff. Not only is this guy here illegally, he's part of MS-13, so he's a terrorist. He also is being accused by his wife of beating her. This is what court records show. This is what she wrote in her own filings. Repeatedly beat her. And at this point, she writes, I am afraid to be close to him. I have multiple photos and videos of how violent he can be and all the bruises he's left me. And another one, she writes, on a different day, got angry again, started yelling, ripped shirt and shorts off before grabbing her arm and leaving marks. Then recalling that he hit her twice in 2020, said he hit me in the eye, leaving a purple eye, and he hit me with his work boot.
So Ainsley just went through the domestic violence, and so I'm not going to relitigate that because you just said it in detail. She also said laptop, and she also said that she had photos and videos as well. Two new things came out as well yesterday. When the Department of Justice released the filing, they detailed what the immigration judge said. So he said that, these allegations against me in MS-13 aren't true. The court said that the person, the confidential source, was credible. And they also said something else. They decided to deny his removal because they said that he'd even show up for his traffic tickets, and they just didn't believe him. He said, the court said, even if it's based on hearsay, the game validation was supported by reliable sources and corroborated by the police observation. And then the next thing that came out yesterday was from the Tennessee Star.
Hit the like and subscribe
They know
button.
a traffic stop that happened in 2022. He was transporting 7 passengers from Texas to Maryland. They called the FBI to come to the scene to evaluate this. The FBI refused to send anyone there. They said to take pictures of the folks that were involved, and they essentially let them go. But it was a 2-hour traffic stop. An expert police officer that is known for conducting these type of reviews. So I can't wait to hear from the FBI on that. So now we have the wife, we have the DOJ filing, and now apparently he was trafficking humans across the border as well.
I just hope Kash Patel's FBI would not allow somebody after extensive questioning with legals in the car to get away. Yeah. Knowing that he's on a removal order anyway, knowing if you look at his background, he's suspected of being MS-13, and then looking at his case. How about adding this? Not only domestic violence, and his wife, currently now with a GoFundMe page, was very fear for her life. When he was arrested, he was found with rolls of cash and drugs. Also, he had the insignia of MS-13, and he was wearing the Bulls paraphernalia. And you might think, what's the big deal? That is what they wear, the Jordan-era Bulls stuff that they wear to almost be like a uniform, which is basically an in-your-face, try to arrest me. So this guy should have been deported when he was picked up at Home Depot. Years ago. He survives the 2019 appearances, and then he survives the stopover in 2022, and then he survives 2 domestic violence incidents, at which time his wife currently goes into great detail about his violent behavior. So for anyone who thinks that Senator Van Hollen did a great thing for America, did anything short of embarrassing himself and his state, by going over to San Salvador and trying to get him out and talk to him, or Cory Booker, who's getting another team together to go over there next week. Think about that, as opposed to in the same state where Rachel Morin had to endure.
So that senator represents Rachel Morin's family, right? They all live in Maryland. And last night, the Trump officials were taking CNN and MSNBC to task over their refusal to cover Patty Morin's remarks. Instead, they were covering Bernie Sanders' rally, and they were talking about Gavin Newsom and the NBA. This is an important story. This is a woman who lost her daughter and is invited to the White House to speak. Then look at the coverage on ABC, CBS, and NBC during the trial, where the illegal guy who killed Rachel Morin was just convicted. 0 minutes of broadcasting her trial on those 3 networks. 64 minutes covering Abrego Garcia's deportation. This is April 1st. Through April 15th.
So let me just factor in something else. The actual story that she told was so breathtakingly brutal and detailed that America needs to understand that a woman, mom of 5, who goes jogging should be able to come home in a path their family always walked down together and couldn't feel safer. She had plans to go out to dinner with her family, and she's a grandmother. I'll add a couple of things. She went over in brutal detail that there was not one portion of her body that was not bruised or scraped
Or
by the
broken.
time, or broken. She had the most horrific death possible because an illegal alien was not deported multiple times, who came here with a track record of being a criminal and a thug, got through, no regrets, no apologies for 8 million that came here and 2.5 million that came here with criminal records. This guy was a got-away, by the way.
The administration did two things right. First of all, they put more information out of the Department of Justice, and we're learning the new information from Tennessee, and we see what happened with the mess about. The second thing is bringing Patty out there. It put the problem back into context. It got the American people back on message on why they overwhelmingly support deportation.
But what if you didn't watch it?
If you didn't watch
What if you were hearing about the NBA playoffs? And the thing is, it's just, if you want an example of two different Americas, and the whole common sense, not Republican or Democrat, common sense, America first, as opposed to politically correct, let's go find out.
They haven't learned a thing, Brian. I mean, in every diner we covered throughout the election process, they all said this was one of their top issues. So to not cover it, they have an obligation. They really do. I mean, this is America, and we want to keep our kids safe.
We're going to continue to cover. Patty Morin is going to join us later on today. That's Rachel's mother. Tammy Noble is going to join us as well. Her daughter was Kayla Hamilton. This is just unbelievable, but we're going to hear from them later on in the show.
I'm Steve Ducey. I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Leo.
No remorse for all the people killed by illegal immigrants. Those two women were killed by illegal immigrants. Only remorse for the MS-13 gang member that was a wife beater and a gang member and got arrested with other MS-13 gang members. Only remorse for him, but no remorse for the two women that were killed by illegal gang members. That's what you call CNN brainwashing and brain rot. Hit the like and subscribe button. Not one comment from a Democrat or a liberal who feels bad for these two women that were murdered by illegal immigrants. No remorse for the MS-13 gang member's wife that was beaten. All the Democrats can enjoy their CNN. They can enjoy their CNN. They can enjoy supporting wife beaters and illegal immigrants and MS-13 gang members.
Who are in the state legislature, even the ones who are good, are not going to be out there.
Of course, illegal immigrants aren't supposed to be here in the first place.
We will end the occupation, and January 20th will truly be Liberation Day in America. Is that okay? Liberation Day. And this great liberation will be in honor of all of the victims of migrant crime and all of the angel moms and angel dads who have lost their really incredible kids that, you know, they're going around for years and years. And I talk to them all the time. I know so many of them, and many of them are here, and we can just say, we love you, we're with you. They had so little help from the politicians on the other side, We're joined today by Patty Morin, the mother of Rachel Morin, who you know all about, a beautiful mother of 5 who was murdered by an illegal alien monster who entered our country under the open border policies of the Biden administration. Your borders are always not too good. Your borders are, that was not Tom Homan, I can tell you. But Patty, those days are over and they will soon be over, I hope. We're just not going to have, how can you say never again, but we're going to have as few as possible. It's going to be rough, and it's going to be rough for the ones that do that kind of damage to you and to our country. Where is Patty? Is she here someplace? I just want to thank her. Hi, Patty. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it. Thank you, darling. You want to come up for a second, Patty? Huh? Do you want to come up? I had lunch with Patty, and she suffered greatly. I said, let me help you with your eyes, because I want to help her with her eyes. She has an eye situation that can be fixed with some medical help. Many of them can't be fixed. I said, Patty, get your eyes taken care of. I'll take care of it. Just get it done. I hope you got it done. Did you have them done yet? Did you have it done yet, Patty? That's great. Oh, you look good, Patty. Be careful. Did you have your eyes done yet, Patty? You get them done, okay?
January.
Oh, good, good. She's gonna get them done in January, good.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. The first time I met President Trump in person, he invited us to lunch, my attorney and I. And to be honest, I didn't do anything. I just sat there. I didn't really speak because I wanted to watch the man and listen to what he had to say and what his conversation was like, because I knew he wasn't a politician, but I knew that he had been president before. And I wanted to see if he was a real, authentic man who actually cared for the American people. And so I watched him. I watched how he interacted. I also watched how much his staff really respected him and how much his staff loved working for him. But the thing that changed the way that I looked at him as a person was I realized that he was a dad, that he was a grandfather. And when you spoke to him, you could see in his eyes that he genuinely cared about his fellow human being. But the thing I appreciate the most is that he heard the cries of a mother, and he cared, and he made a promise that he was going to protect us and that he was going to help us. And that's all you can ask from your president, but also just from a fellow human being. And so I personally, I am so honored to know this man and to think of you as a friend.
She did not go in there and you make it. You understand? You see them. You get your eyes taken care of, okay? You don't believe it. Let me point out. You are. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. She's been through hell. Who wouldn't be? I mean, so many people, so many, I call them angel moms, and they go through hell. And many of them say it doesn't get any better. But we have to hope it does get better.
No other president has ever showed empathy like that before. Anyone with common sense can agree on that statement. I believe in Jesus Christ, unlike CNN, so I believe you're going to hell. And spreading hate online is only going to bring your soul deeper and darker into the shadows that it's already in. So I hope you enjoy it.
Angel Mom Patty Morin delivers a powerful message from the White House today. Gavin Newsom is suing the Trump administration, and Harvard is at the finding out stage as they are about to lose their tax exemption status. Here's the top 5 reasons Trump is trending today. Number 1 reason Trump is trending today, Angel Mom Patty Morin visits with President
Hey,
Donald Trump
patriotic dad, we needed
office,
some more
and she
patriots
spoke
in this
powerfully
chat.
from the briefing room, going into great detail about just how vicious
I have nothing to say about
the killing
race.
was of her
I
daughter.
have family that came into the country illegally, and then they eventually realized that they had legal citizenship through family and other methods like that, but they came into the country illegally and they love Donald J. Trump, and they don't believe in illegal immigration. I love people of all races, religions, and belief. I don't care if you're a Democrat. We can agree on a lot of things, but spreading hate online is definitely something we can't agree on. Trump is the GOAT. Smash the like and subscribe button. Thank you, Alejandro. I love people of all races and religion. It doesn't matter about that. What matters is if you come in the country illegally and break the law of the country. Criminals aren't a race. Great point.
Rachel Morin and the illegal that did it, who was just convicted the other day. She does this to bring awareness to these gang members that the Democrats are now just falling in love with. As Democrat Senator Patty Morin's senator from Maryland went down today to El Salvador to beg President Bukele to release an MS-13 gang member back into the United States. Now, this guy, Kilmar Garcia, has become the poster child for the Democrats. They absolutely love this guy. Now, what we find out today is that even this guy's wife was afraid of this gang member, who we now know was a member of MS-13. It's without a shadow of a doubt. Now, this guy also, his wife filed a restraining order against this guy back in 2021. And what she said about her husband was that he violently beat her multiple times, hit her with his boots, hit her in the eye, causing her eye to get a black eye, punched her, scratched her, leaving her bleeding. She said she has multiple photos and videos of how violent he can be and all the bruises that he left me. Now she's out here advocating for him. Why do you think she's doing that? She knows beyond the shadow of a doubt that this guy will never be in the United States ever again. She knows this. So what is she doing? She is raising money to set herself up for the future on the back of this guy. Now, maybe this is her getting payback at this guy for beating the hell out of her, and she's saying, you know what, I might as well make some money out of this, but this is a definite grift that she is doing, and she has the full backing of the Democrat Party behind her. Imagine how far. You have Bernie Sanders today calls this guy a gentleman. Oh, the gentleman from Maryland. He's not a gentleman from Maryland. He's an animal from El Salvador. That's an MS-13 gangbanger. And this is who the Democrat Party wants you guys to feel sorry for. Not for Patty Morin, who spoke today from the White House. They're right away, oh, they're using her as a prop to talk about this. And let me tell you this right now. If you are upset about what's happening with people getting ripped out of their cars and deported out of this country and going to an El Salvador prison, if you're upset about that, but you were quiet when this country was being invaded intentionally, I don't want to hear a peep out of you. You can run your mouth all you want, but where were you when this country was being invaded and it was being allowed to happen by the previous administration? You don't get to now say, oh, look what they're doing. They're taking these illegals and getting them out of the country. Sit down and shut up as we clean up the mess that was left behind by this previous administration. God bless Patty Morin and every other angel mom in this country that had to bury a loved one because of Democrat policies. Number 2 reason Trump is trending today, Harvard is in the finding out stage. They are now about to lose their tax exemption status. Harvard University is facing a potential loss of its tax exemption status as the IRS is reportedly making plans to rescind this privilege, according to multiple sources. This decision follows Harvard's public stand against the government interference in its academic and administrative autonomy. Here's what everybody wants to know. Why in the world do these Ivy Leagues have a tax exemption status? Why in the world are these Ivy League schools getting funding from the taxpayers? This makes zero sense. Why are my tax dollars going towards Ivy League schools that have $40 billion in endowments or more, $60 billion? Who knows what they got in their endowments? Why in the world are the taxpayers having to pay? The most shocking thing about all of this stuff that's happened with Harvard is that revelation, the fact that we, the taxpayers, are giving money to Harvard, that they have a tax exemption status. That needs to be...
Thank you, Super Tech. We finally have a Democrat with a little bit of common sense. It's much appreciated. But there is a lot to appreciate Trump. Don't you like strong borders, Super Tech? Don't you like strong borders?
For every one of these Ivy League schools.
Every other country has them.
Ridiculous. And Harvard wanted to play ball here. If they would have just kept their mouths shut and just did the right thing, they wouldn't have to worry about any of this. But now I hope they have to pay true to nose. Number 3 reason Trump is trending today, disgraced California Governor Gavin Newsom is suing the Trump administration over the tariffs, which it calls unlawful. Now, this also comes as Governor Newsom is begging for a $2.8 billion loan to cover the deficit because his Medicare program in California is down so much money because he opened it up to illegal immigrants. Now he's looking for a bailout package. This guy is a complete fraud. California has been ruined, and it's been ruined by Gavin Newsom's policies. Oh, and by the way, the tariffs that he is talking about with Donald Trump has already brought in $21 billion to the country. Number 4 reason Trump is trending today, a third Pentagon official is out. This is all about involving leaks that they're trying to get to the bottom of. A third top Pentagon aide, Colin Carroll, is on administration leave over this leaks probe. Colin Carroll, the chief of staff to Deputy Secretary of Defense Stephen Feinberg, was escorted out of the building today following Dan Caldwell, senior advisor to Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, and Darren Selnick, Deputy Chief of Staff to Pete Hegseth. We can confirm that Mr. Carroll has been placed on administrative leave pending investigation. We have nothing additional to provide at this time. Carroll did not respond for a comment. This was from Fox News. This is the third guy. They are definitely trying to clamp down on the leaks coming out of this White House, coming out of this administration. President Donald Trump was a victim to this his first time around, now trying to tighten it. Now we know what happened with the Signal Gate, which was really the only, that it has died down in the news. We don't hear about that anymore, but that was a pretty eye-opening thing for the Trump administration. And I know that there is definitely some vetting issues going on in the administration, trying to eat them all out, close the leaks. This is part of that. So we hope that they continue to find the moles inside the administration so we can keep running like the smooth engine it is. Number 5 reason Trump is trending today, another day. Another activist judge. This time it's a judge who blocked Trump from freezing EPA energy funds. Another former Democrat activist. This time it is Judge Mary McElroy, who twice blocked President Donald Trump's efforts to freeze EPA, Energy Department, and other grants. She has a long history of Democrat activism. No surprise there. Yesterday, this judge issued an injunction against President Donald Trump's administration, ruling in favor of environmental groups who claim the president unlawfully froze grants for projects to combat alleged climate change, reduce population, and modernize American infrastructure. This is another big part of the wasteful spending that President Donald Trump is trying to cut out. All this, all the climate change nonsense that we've seen from the previous administration. Here's another activist judge getting in the way. We just had yesterday. President Donald Trump getting hit with another activist judge. That was an Obama-appointed judge. He blasted that one today on Truth Social, saying, can you believe it? A judge ruled against us on 530,000 illegal immigrants that Joe Biden flew over the border in his program to transport illegals into the country by airplane, saying that they can't be looked at as a group, but that each has to be tried individually. Based on the court system, that would take approximately 100 years. What is going on with the courts? He goes on to say at the bottom, where is the justice here? These are these activist judges that are going to do everything they can. We've been over this a million times. They've got to be clamped down by the Supreme Court. Has to come out and stop this in a blanket way that these lower court judges have no bearing on what the president is going to do. The president of the United States is the one that was elected overwhelmingly by the American people, not these individual activist judges. You don't have to get their approval every time you want to make a decision from the White House. And again, those activist judges awfully quiet while our country was being invaded and destroyed. but they are only a minor disturbance in what President Donald Trump is doing, and that is making America great again. That's what I got for you guys. If you enjoyed these breakdowns, make sure you follow the podcast. You can hear the top 5 reasons why Trump is trending each and every day.
Each and every day. Each and every day. That was yesterday's video.
All right, let's do this. The decision...
What makes you feel that way?
I wore a MAGA hat to a liberal St. Petersburg.
Speak like a real man. And welcome back to my channel right here in St. Petersburg. We were looking for a protest.
I'm great, buddy. I'm great. Can you hit the like and subscribe button if you're new here?
And wave the Trump 2028 flag with the MAGA hats on. And we are going to have a really, really good time today. And I'm here with my boy, the mayor of Tampa. There he is, Tampa mayor. Look at him all magged out. Looking good. And yeah, we're going to have a good time today. Hopefully trigger some libs and get into some good conversations. Let's see what happens. So today we are wearing the I am an immigrant shirt because I was expecting to go to a anti-deportation protest, but we can't find it. So we're going to be here in St. Petersburg. And light housekeeping details, if you want to support my channel, givesandgo.com/Adam Francisco. I'm the only man here that's fighting a terminal illness while still fighting for this country, the Constitution, and Donald J. Trump. You support Donald Trump? Oh, I love to hear that. Why do you stand with Trump?
Because he's honest, he's for the working hard people, and I am a family of police and firemen.
Thank you so much to your family. Why do you support Trump?
I love him. That's it. He's the best. Every day is interesting. I love waking up now.
Is there anything that you, as a Trump supporter, that you don't like about Trump?
Nothing. Nothing. I used to not like that he was really arrogant, but in this election, he's totally changed and become just a man of God, and I believe in everything he's doing.
Well, they said the assassination attempt changed him.
Changed him, yes.
And I think that would change a lot of us.
It would.
You know?
I didn't know where he was, but yeah, that would have.
Right. Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you. Yeah, we're trying to share the message so that we win again in 2028 and we destroy the wokeness in our country. So we got to keep winning. Not just this election, we got to win next election too. That's right. 3 or 4 in a row. That's right. Thank you, ladies. God bless you. All right, so I'm here with Tampa Mayor. He's got on the Trump 2028 flag. He's going to hold it out, get some reactions today, see what happens. This is going to be a classic flag waving video that you guys know I do here in St. Petersburg all the time. Except today I have support. And we actually have another guy coming here for even more support. And you're probably going to recognize him because his video just went viral this week. He's the guy that walked around Disney in a MAGA hat and filmed the reactions. Great video by him. He should be joining us shortly. Oh, what are these? Are you guys like the furries?
No, we're like Comic-Con.
There's Comic-Con?
Yeah, it's over there. It's tomorrow, too.
So, who are your characters? What are you?
I'm Cookie Geo from Degan.
Cookie Geo?
Oma from Degan. Yamcha from One Piece.
All right.
Nami from One Piece. Yamper from Pokemon.
Awesome.
Oh, Democrats.
Have a good day. He voted for Trump. That's right, because you're a real man. I see the testosterone oozing out of your pores. Trump 2028. 3rd term. We're going for it. We're going for a 3rd term, sir.
No, that's illegal.
No, we want King Trump. We want King Trump. We want Dictator Trump.
You don't want Trump for a 3rd term?
What's wrong with Trump? Can you tell us what you don't like about him?
Where should I begin?
Anywhere you want. It's a free speech channel.
Oh, I heard today that he's thinking about pardoning the guy that...
Yeah, Chauvin.
Don't even say his name. Yeah. Yes.
He didn't get a fair trial, though.
Jump on it? I'm the same way. I'm like, look.
BLM threatened to destroy the country if he got a fair trial.
Fentanyl killed George Floyd.
You know what? Leave it alone, buddy. Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
How do you feel about the Democrats not standing for a 13-year-old boy that defeated cancer? Let's Let's go Trump.
I love it.
Trump 2028. You on board? That's right.
We're living good too, bro.
You are.
I feel your pain.
Where are you from?
I'm from South America.
But you got here legally.
Yeah.
So did I.
30 years ago.
God bless you.
35 years ago.
I got here 41 years ago legally.
Yeah.
But I think we should deport all the illegals.
Yeah, all the ones that got here after us.
The ones that came here illegally.
No, okay, I'm talking about the ones that came here, Plymouth Rock, all that foolishness, because all the Indians were the original people.
I'm part Native American, so I understand.
Okay, my daddy was Indian.
Awesome.
You know what I mean? He passed, but my mom was not. My mom was from South America.
All right, welcome. Nice to meet you, bro. That's right. You stand with Trump. You like Trump. You like Biden? You like Sleepy Joe? Yeah, you look like Biden. That's Biden's brother. Sleepy Mike. I know you voted for Trump.
Sleepy Mike.
Right? Now you vote. You got biceps. Democrat men don't have those. Liberal men don't work out. Only real men exercise, and that's Republican men. Let's go Trump. Let's go Trump.
2028?
Yeah, we're gonna get him a third term. Why not?
Taking pictures? Yeah.
Where are you from?
Canada.
Oh, our 51st state.
Yeah, that's right. You get the government coming up soon.
That's right.
You got lucky. You
guys are going to have President Trump soon.
Huh?
You're going to have President Trump of Canada soon.
Well, no, JD Vance.
Oh, JD Vance.
JD Vance, yeah. JD Vance looks like it. Want to join us?
Ladies, you look beautiful in your colorful floral dresses. So we're doing a video here on the street. I want to ask you guys, are you Trump supporters?
Yes, we are.
How do you feel like he's done so far his first 6 weeks in office?
He's amazing. Everything he's done, I support all. He's great.
And how do you feel about the mass deportations? Deporting illegal that have committed crimes in our country. Do you think that's a good thing?
Go home.
Right. I agree with you.
Go home.
Exactly. I'm actually an immigrant, but I came here legally.
I am too. I came legally.
We're from where?
Jamaica.
Oh, beautiful. Very nice. And I just think that people should wait their turn and come the right way. I did. They should too.
Where are you from?
Mexico. Yeah, but I'll be honest, I was adopted at birth. So I didn't have control over how I came here, but I did still come here legally. You know? Well, you guys are wonderful with the colors.
Thank you.
Thanks for supporting Trump. Thank you.
Get some support for that. Yeah.
Even though we're from Canada.
My Canadian brother. God bless.
Pleasure, brother. God bless you. Hopefully become a one country.
That's right. Our 51st state. Now we got to go off to Greenland. Let's go Trump. Trump 2028. Why? He's saving this country.
Smash the like and subscribe button if you're new to the channel.
Why? Why so angry, sir? He's saving the country for you.
Let's go.
You like Trump? Hey, come here. You're a real man. That's why. You like Trump? Why not? Let's talk about it.
You know, I'm really looking for a friendly conversation. I don't think that's gonna work.
Well, we're friendly. We're friendly. We're just standing here, just peacefully, hanging out.
But why do you not like him?
Okay, that's valid. All right. Honestly, just a lot of the policies that he's been pushing and the ideals.
That's Lexi right there.
The hate that he's pushing.
That's Lexi.
Some of the hate.
Yeah, no. Honestly, for the tiniest example, any of the healthcare that was revoked from the trans community or the homosexual community.
What healthcare was revoked? I'm not part of the community. That's why I'm wondering.
Yeah, for
Are you
sure.
part of the community?
I am, yes.
Okay.
I need to do better research before I give you guys any specifics because I don't want to be those
Well, what do you think?
Yeah. What do you know?
I know that trans that if you are trans, you are heavily. I'm sorry, I've been working on that.
It's all good.
I think you're talking about minors, maybe? Like,
That too.
he's stopping the funding for minors.
No, that too though. That's also not good. But
That's not good? So you think, like, a 12-year-old should be able to make
okay.
that choice?
So that is not. I have a very specific ideal on that. I don't think that you should go through with any permanent changing. Like, I don't think hormone treatment therapy should be
So you're
given
18?
until you're 18.
Okay, we can agree on that.
Yeah.
So what is the bad thing about Trump dealing with the minors then?
So what it is really is just the ideals that he's pushing, and it's also limiting the amount of healthcare that people can get.
Pete Davidson?
Because
You said Trump. Said the magic word.
I think that the beauty of living in America is the ability to vote, and I think that's like there's people both on the left and the right that don't understand that. There's extremists that will get mad at you for voting for Kamala or for Joe Stein, or get mad at me and hate me for voting for being a Trump supporter. But I think the biggest beauty of living in America is we have that right to vote, and I think conversation will stop hatred. Might not stop it all the way, but you and I can agree on some terms, and you'd be like, well, maybe that guy's not that bad of a guy for voting for Trump. Maybe he grew up in a household that was conservative and Christian, and somebody that grew up in the ghetto or somebody who grew up in a Democratic household, I can understand why they might vote for the Democratic Party and not hate them, you know?
Yeah.
So, what's your name? Evan, nice to meet you. Yeah.
I'm Adam. Nice to meet you. You see, we're not trying to come out here to disturb the peace.
Yeah.
We're out here to
See,
have
that's how
conversations
nice
just,
and
get
lovely
peaceful reactions
Republicans can be. Notice how they don't come up to you and name call you like Democrats
There's
do.
people both on the left and the right.
I'm not saying all Democrats, a lot of them don't.
100%.
Are extremists and like attack each other, and yeah, so.
If there's too much violence, that's honest, not gonna lie, that's kind of why I was like almost gonna walk away.
I know I look this way, but no, I'm not.
Oh, not even.
You should be proud of yourself, though, for actually, like, coming over and bridging the gap.
Yeah, no, I like having conversations.
We usually get cursed out by liberals out here. Yeah.
See,
Whatever
like-
you are, independent, I don't even
Yeah.
identify you, but whatever you are, you're not a Trump supporter.
No.
Yeah. You don't look like one either. You stand with Trump? That's right, because Trump stands with us. Thank you.
Yeah, but it's too early for 2020.
No, we got to start planting the seeds now. Exactly, and we're going to do it. We want King Trump. They got the deport Elon. Don't you guys love
He's
immigrants?
trolling so hard.
Yeah, me too. I'm an immigrant also. But we should deport the illegals. You agree, right?
We are just smart.
But we should deport the illegals. You agree, right?
Elon came here illegally.
We should
an American citizen now, though, so.
Yeah, we should deport the illegals that came in under Joe Biden. All 10 million of them. How you doing, guys?
Good, how are you?
Good. You guys stand with Trump?
Of course.
Yeah, because you guys are normal Americans.
Yes.
Exactly.
Oh.
You're not extremists. How's to do with the Trump dance? That's awesome. Yeah, there we go.
Again.
Yeah, we're gonna go for a third term.
Three terms.
Yeah,
I got school in the last one, so
Facts,
we
it don't count.
Gotta make up for it.
that's right. We video everybody.
Please don't. Public property.
You like Trump? Yeah, you voted for Trump.
A little bit.
You voted for Trump. You didn't vote for Trump. Who'd you vote for? You didn't vote for Kamala. You don't want to kill babies. Hey, it's Mike Ehrmantraut from Breaking Bad. Mike Ehrmantraut. You look just like him. This looks like Larry David from the writer of Seinfeld. Larry David, how you been?
You can't talk like him.
You guys like Trump? We're going for a third term. We're going for a third term. We want to make him King Trump. Emperor Trump. He voted for Trump. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But you would have.
I like it.
Yeah, because you got R. You got biceps. Yeah, there she is. The women that look like women love Trump. You look like Sal Vulcano from Impractical Jokers. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Have you heard it before? She looks like, who's that singer? Meghan Trainor. Is that a smile for Donald Trump? I feel like it is. I feel like it is. How you doing? He was. That's why they call us the far right, because so far we've been right about everything. How you doing? You like Trump? Yeah, of course you do. With that smile, of course you do. I like your shirt, sir. That's a nice shirt. That's what a shirt's supposed to look like. I can tell you're a Trump voter. That's right.
Thank you.
Thank you for supporting Trump. Thank you, guys. You stand with Trump?
Yes, sir.
Oh, hell yeah. Where are you from?
Indiana.
Yo, God bless you.
God bless
Can I
you.
ask you a quick question?
What's up? What's up? Yep.
It's been about 6 weeks Trump's been in office. What are your thoughts so far?
It's a scary world out there right now.
Yeah?
I'm not gonna lie.
Are you happy with the job he's doing?
So far, yeah.
Awesome. It's good to hear.
Is there anything that you don't like about Trump?
His past.
His past? What part about his past?
The history as far as the rape charges, the accusations.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Yeah.
those sort of things. Picture of you guys.
Do it. Okay, take another one.
He can't run again.
No, we're gonna change that.
It's against the
We're gonna
law.
have King Trump. We're gonna have dictator Trump, and we're gonna have world peace. And we're gonna protect the unborn.
I would love bans or candidates on this 2028.
So can I, as a Trump supporter, is there anything that you don't like about Trump?
Not a thing.
Not a thing. Okay.
How do you feel Vance did with the meeting with Zelensky?
How do I feel about it?
No, how do you think Vance did during the meeting with
Oh, I think
Zelensky?
Vance did unbelievable. Yeah.
He stepped up, right?
He did.
Yeah, I think he proved himself.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
And I think
He's still your president.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Thank
God
you.
bless you. Let's go Trump. Trump for a third term. How you doing?
I'm good. I just want to say Infowars.com.
Oh, you like Infowars?
Oh, yeah. I got Turbo Force with me right now.
I was on there a couple months ago with Owen Schroyer.
Oh, yeah? You went on with Owen, dude?
Yeah, they put me on the big screen in the back for about 15 minutes.
Nice. What were you on about?
Just shooting the shit. You know, a few of my videos went viral and he wanted to talk about them.
Cool. What were they?
I was attacked by a soy boy, liberal.
He's a little bit smaller, weaker guy. He wouldn't attack me though. I'm much bigger than him.
It was just an iconic moment. That
Was it a mostly peaceful attack? No,
mostly peaceful attack.
Mostly peaceful.
Exactly. So, you know, we do street interviews, try to get some reactions.
Cool.
You know, great to meet you, bro. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you guys.
How'd you get the plug?
Drink the Turbo Force. Drink the Turbo Force. Drink the Turbo Force.
All right.
Alex Jones, I love that.
Oh.
How you doing?
Good.
Nice to meet you.
You too, third term.
But if it could.
If it could, though.
Good, I would say okay.
Let's go. You're on the right team.
That's right. Let's go Trump 2028. 3 terms. Let's go.
No, thank you.
What do you mean? He's bringing world peace?
You brought world peace yet?
He's working on it. He already had Hamas and Israel do a ceasefire. You like the flag?
She does it. I'm good with 2024. I don't know if I want to do 2028.
You don't want a third term Trump?
I just don't know if that's legal.
It's not legal.
Right.
But if it was, would you like it?
No, I think he's too old. He'll be too old.
Yeah, he'll be like 82.
He'll be too old.
All right, have a good day, man.
Have a good day, bro. See, guys, Trump supporters are not in a cult. Even a Trump supporter can acknowledge that Trump's going to be 82 in 2028. A cultist would still defend Trump at 82 running for president. And that's more proof that MAGA is not a cult.
Hit the like and subscribe button.
Thank you.
Brother.
You Native American?
Native. Not for us. This is Turtle Island.
Oh, okay.
We have a different belief, but we understand what right is right.
Awesome.
Aiden Ross.
Oh, Aiden Ross. That's right. That's a good. That was a good one. You stand with Trump? You stand with Trump?
Kind of, a little bit.
Did you vote for him?
No, I didn't vote.
Okay, all right.
Why?
So many reasons why.
Let's give me one reason.
Civilized conversation.
Social studies.
I like your shirt.
Thank you.
You get any reactions out here in St. Petersburg wearing it?
No, not at the moment.
They don't bother you?
They don't bother me.
Oh. What makes you get up in the morning and put that shirt on?
Proud to be an American. I'm Puerto Rican. Started out in New York. Came down to Florida. It's like the best thing ever.
Oh, awesome.
You know?
A New Yorker that stands with Trump.
Yeah, I mean, if you grew up in New York, you're basically a Democrat.
Yeah, I grew up in New York
Once
too.
you start to move and see other things and other perspectives and stuff like that, I turn Republican.
And what are your thoughts about Trump deporting the criminal illegals that come into our country?
No problem with that at all.
You support it?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
You know, all of our ancestors came the right way. If you come the wrong way, you gotta go back.
I agree with you.
Plain and simple.
I'm an immigrant too from Mexico. God bless you, sir.
There you go, brother.
Thank you,
Are you
man.
posting this anywhere?
YouTube. My name's Adam Francisco.
Adam Francisco?
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, man. How you doing? Stand with Trump.
He can't run. We're just trolling the liberals out here. Because they're so worried about him becoming king, so we're making fun of them. Yeah, you were raised right. Are you the parents? Thank you for raising your kids right. God bless you. You like Trump?
You want to be on a YouTube video?
Of course. Have a good day, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Great day.
That is the Democrats' biggest fear. A black person who supports Donald Trump. They hate to see it.
Hit the like and subscribe button, guys, if you're new to the channel.
You want to see Trump forever, right? I'd love to hear it. Thank you, sir. Oh, thank you so much. $12 on Temu. $12 on Temu. You guys look like a Republican couple. Am I right? Yeah, exactly. No, that's a heterosexual, non-binary couple. Oh, you don't like the flag?
I don't like you, motherfucker.
Why? Why don't you like me?
Because you're a bitch.
Why am I a bitch? You don't even know me. Why am I a bitch? You don't even know me. What a strange thing to say to somebody you don't know.
Are you looking for a husband with face tattoos? I'm just kidding.
But at least you voted for Trump. At least you know you'll be protected and provided for. And have a real masculine man as a husband. A real man.
Damn right, smash the like and subscribe button. Especially if you're new to the channel.
King Trump. Yeah. She wants King Trump too.
Hey, welcome back, welcome back. I'll skip to another video that's a bit more interesting, guys, but yeah, do we got anyone here that believes that man wasn't an MS-13 gang member or a wife beater? Much appreciated, brother, much appreciated. Thank you for subscribing. I feel like I should give Patty more airtime. What do you want Trump to do? He's made his promises pretty much come true for the most part. The only thing I'm waiting on for Trump to do next is abolish the IRS. Trump, hit the like and subscribe button. Deport them all. Hit the like and subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Donald J. Trump. Deport Democrats next. That's a funny comment. MAGA. Plenty of people are subscribing. We're at 3,100 subscribers and growing. You're being recommended this so you can get some common sense put into your head. It's Jesus Christ trying to reach common sense into you through YouTube. Hit the like and subscribe button if you're new to the channel. I think he maybe won't abolish the IRS, but I do believe he will get rid of taxes, possibly, not 100% sure, for people making under $150,000 a year. I would like to see that at least, at minimum. Do you think that's possible, Subaru? Do you think it's possible Trump will get rid of taxes for people making under $150,000 a year? Absolutely. The ATF is against the Second Amendment. Yes, I am Speed. I'm the YouTuber that was recently in China. Hit the like and subscribe button though if you guys are new here. Just wait until the Congress gets more MAGA representation. Absolutely, my friend, absolutely. Hit the like and subscribe button if you guys are new here. No weird comments allowed, so please chill out. Hell yeah, United, hell yeah. If you're new to the channel, smash the like and subscribe button. Well, honestly, I don't think getting rid of taxes is possible as the system is. And who knows, hyper-capitalism is dying with automation and stuff. Trump is basically taking back control of. Mike, you can't really upset me because you guys are giving me more liberal cheers! More liberal cheers! You're giving me more views and more liberal cheers! I'm powering up! If you want to upset me, you're going to have to try a lot harder. I know you liberals and Democrats, you can make you cry easily, but for me, you can't make me upset so easily. I've had a lot more hard life than most Democrats and liberals. So you're going to have to try a lot harder. I think in elementary school I had better insults. Which is pretty pathetic. You're probably a grown man commenting on my page, probably 50-something years old, thinking you can make me upset with your elementary school comments. Hilarious. Was able to get a new vehicle yesterday with no problems. Couldn't do that under the Democrat era. Shout you out. My friend got a new vehicle recently as well. Subaru STX 2020. MAGA for life. Hit the like and subscribe button. You're on the biggest MAGA channel of YouTube 2025. I will keep fighting for justice and against illegal immigrants and wife beaters. Nothing will make me stop. Nothing will make me back down. I'm fighting for my country and I'm fighting for justice. Nothing will make me back down. Nothing. Thank you, Joseph Holland. Sending prayers and blessings your way as well. Hope your week is going great. Let me plug my phone in before it's too late, though. If it dies, you guys know what happened. I'll turn on the stream back on. Where's my bag, though? Where's my bag? Of course, I can't find my charger when it's at 1%, but hit the like and subscribe button. Okay, here's my bag. What happened to crypto? Going up? I don't know. I haven't checked crypto recently. But my guess, probably, yeah. Oh, here's my charger. Wait until you hear what President Trump is going to do. Just wait. Then your liberal tears will keep pouring into my cup. Liberal tears, liberal tears, liberal tears. Keep filling up my cup. The MS-13 member was an illegal immigrant, rightfully deported, who beat his wife. Nothing else need to be said. Nothing else need to be said. It's a decade old and it still doesn't get old. Hey buddy, W Stream, thank you man. Drop a like, drop a subscription button, but you're already subscribed, so. Oh, you want me to prove that I'm not an MS-13 member? Okay, that's really easy to do. All I gotta do is show my US passport. MS-13 MAGA. Not one single white person I don't think is in MS-13, but prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Trump 2028 and 2024. The majority of America wanted Donald Trump. Vance 2028. I agree. Put Trump as vice president 2028. But if he could, though, if he could run in 2028, would you vote for him? Because I would. Hey, it's a joke, man. It's trolling and it's a joke. But Trump could be the vice president, couldn't he? Couldn't he? 2028, Vice President Donald Trump. We have a king, King Trump, Dictator Trump. Hey, man, that's a little bit offensive. You should be supporting your Trump brethren. Trump and J.D. Vance all the way. I've proven I'm not an MS-13 member. You want to see my U.S. passport? Doesn't that prove it? If I had two dads or moms, I would be a liberal Democrat. I don't respond to hate. I respond to every single comment I can see, but as you can see, I'm getting more comments than you've ever had in your life on any of your posts. England is gone, I agree. England is going in the crapper. Let's talk about England for a second. A parent got arrested for publicly criticizing her public school. I'm happy to be in a cult. I'm happy. Cult. Respond to this. Yes, I know citizens commit more crimes because it's a larger population. The illegal immigrants should have never been in the country to begin with. MAGA master rage baiter. Damn right. I love being in a cult. I love it. A woman has been arrested for critiquing a kid toucher in the UK. Disgusting. I've been more around the world than you've been in your life, Johnny. Isn't that sad to say? You've probably never left your city. We're all in a cult, even who think you're not in a cult. This guy's dumb and I'm an illegal on your page. What you gonna do? Drop your name and address and I'll call ICE on your ass. I will call the immigration police, ICE. And you will get deported. It's only a matter of time, Julian. Live in fear. Live in fear. To be honest, it's too easy to bait with this fish, this stupid. Trash illegals. If you aren't born here, get the F out. I agree with that comment. Let's go, Trump. Drop a like and subscribe button. I love cults. And that's that. That's right, illegal. That word says it all. Illegal aliens. They all need to leave. At least we arrest them. We don't make them presidents. Tell him good arguments, brother. I thought he said great MAGA baiter. Imagine calling a Trump a kiddie fiddler when your ex-president, the president you worshipped, Joe Biden, let kids play with his leg hair. How do you feel? Probably pathetic and stupid. There's so many comments now I can't even read all these. I'm just going to skip to the ones that I like. I love your trolling. I agree, Europeans need to go back to Europe. I mean, anyone that came in illegally needs to go back. I don't really care about your race or ethnicity. It's not about that. Democrats' approval at an all-time low. Sucks to suck. Yeah, they're definitely not going to win the 28 election either. 2028, they're going to lose that too. Coal ice on them immediately. You will never be able to reason with the lib. I agree. They're all hypocrite and think the world is all about furry unicorns and rainbows. New red hat. I love Colts. I'm going to be a Colt for Donald J. Trump forever. Trump 2028. Trump for supreme dictator. Trump can do anything he wants, and you liberals can't stop him. He'll deport your legal citizen grandma and grandpa if he wants. What are you going to do about it? They're legal citizens, but they're Democrats, and he's going to deport them. Because this is a cult. We don't need to listen to the Constitution or the court system. Biden the kid sniffer. Hit the like and subscribe button if you're new here. That was just me trolling a little bit. But definitely hit the like and subscribe button. I don't worship another human being. The only person I worship is Jesus Christ and God. Just to make that very clear. Joe Biden, known as Sleepy Joe, likes to fiddle kids if you watch all the videos. Europe for the Europeans. Gee, I wonder whose Riddick that originally was. Yeah, right? Hitler's probably. My ancestors came legally. Great question, though. How does it feel that retards will never win the election again? Great. Vance 2028. But if we could have Trump 2028 as supreme dictator, should we have Trump again? I think yes. Bill Gates was on the Epstein list. And Bill Clinton. Positivity and love. I love all races and religions. I don't care if you're a liberal, a Democrat, whatever you want to call yourself. I'm not a Republican, but I want Vance 2028. I want Trump. I'm a Trump cultist. I'm a Trumper. I'm just joking. I'm trolling you guys a little bit. Vance 2028, the channel isn't monetized. And because, unfortunately I posted Trump with Conor McGregor right after I got my monetization. And they took away my super donos, so I can't put them anymore. But if you really, really, really want to donate, I could drop my PayPal. But, I'm not asking for anything, so it's fine. Just forget it. But I appreciate your offer. Brewski, your stupid Democrats are at a 20% approval rating. Great comment. You're trolling the hell out of the Democrats down in the comments section. I appreciate your hard work. If I'm really your favorite streamer, then I'll drop my PayPal if you really want me to. You've commented that like 1,000,000 times. You want me to drop my PayPal? One more comment, Vance 2028, and sure. But I don't know if you're trolling me. I feel like you are. You don't need to donate to me, man. It's okay. Go ahead. I'm a clean, innocent man. I've never committed a crime in my life. Run my background all you want. You want my full name too? I was quiet because I was reading comments. A lot were pouring in. Vance 2028. He was a confirmed MS-13 gang member. My full name, first name is Alex, last name is Jones. Alex Jones. For Infowars.com, that's my website. Alex Jones, 2028. Guys, why wasn't he a confirmed MS-13 gang member? He got arrested with other MS-13 gang members. What do I need to do to prove I'm not an MS-13 gang member? None of them have U.S. passports. Should I show my U.S. passport? Why are you so interested in seeing my passport? We're not isolated by our allies. Our allies will do whatever we want them to do, or we'll nuke them in the shit. Taco, burrito, Mexicans, show your passport. You guys caught me. I'm an El Salvadorian. I don't have a U.S. passport. I've never had a passport. Huh, that's a little bit interesting to someone that's currently in Europe. Huh. I guess you're right. I am a U.S. citizen without a passport, traveling the world and traveling abroad. That's an interesting fact. I never heard of that before, but I guess I'm the first one to do it. How do you know I'm not Jewish, sir? How do you know I'm not Jewish? I love Israel. All United States citizens are friends of Israel. Just to prove them wrong, boom, there's my El Salvadorian passport. El Salvador. Nice big blue letters. Not blue letters, I'm a retard, but gold letters. I meant to say a nice big blue passport. But, yeah, it's a fake passport. You guys caught me. Fake passport. That's how I get through the immigration customs and live in a beautiful place. Yeah, El Salvadorian passport. Hey, free every country going through war. Ukraine, Russia, Palestine, wherever. Free them all. They're all going through war. Hit the like and subscribe button, though, if you guys are new here. Keep screen recording. Clip this. Everyone screen record this and clip this. That man was a wife beater and an MS-13 member. He was not an American citizen. He didn't need any more process. He got 2 deportation orders from the judge. He was criminally arrested with drugs and money. And he had the MS-13 symbol on him. The proof is all over the video and all over the internet. He was a terrorist. That man was a terrorist. An MS-13 terrorist. I'm not lying. Look it up. Educate yourself. Either way, it doesn't matter. He's never coming back to the USA again. He'll be in prison for the rest of his days. So not much to prove. Not much to prove at all. Hey, thank you, my boy. Skeeto, I got a new haircut if you can't tell. You know, I kept that last haircut for a while because the haters loved it. It fueled the comment section. But since I kind of wanted a new haircut personally, I don't really care what other people say. I don't give a shit about insults or people commenting on how I look or my haircut. I got the new haircut because I personally thought that one was shit. But that's the difference between a man and a child. I'm babbling about anything I want to do. Anything I want to do. Hey, we got a patriot of America in here. American legend. Hey, man, I can grow a beard and a mustache if you can't tell by the facial hair already coming in after one day of shaving. Lula, for you, you're giving me numbers. You're giving me numbers. Hit the like and subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Appreciate all the viewers, even the haters. The left tears, bro. My cup is full of left tears. Full of them. I keep drinking. The more I drink, the more the left tears just fall into here. They just fall into here. Everyone crying about their 401ks in the stock market, though. You should definitely stock up on some more assets. It's a great time to be adding to your 401ks and your stock market portfolios. It's not an empty cup. It's full of liberal tears. Kamala Harris tears. These are good tears. Good for you, Slow 335. I love women and women love me. The only people sipping on the copium is the liberal Democrats crying and protesting peacefully every single day. Well, Trump is dictator. Trump is supreme leader. Trump isn't listening to the judge. Trump isn't listening to the Constitution. He's your king now. You will do what he says. And if not, you're going to get deported. How does it feel? He doesn't care if you're a citizen. He doesn't care. I'm trolling on you haters. Hey, thank you, Skeeto. Thank you. No, I dropped out in kindergarten when I was only like 5 years old. Hey, Chris, thank you for joining and giving me some more views. I'm trolling a little bit. Don't take everything I say so seriously. But absolutely, Trump 2028, 82, 84-year-old man will be running for president again. He doesn't care about the Constitution or the law. He will win another election. He will win. Excuse me. He will win another election. 2028. You're right, I'm not trolling. I'm a cultist. I'm a Trump cult member. I'm a cultist. Leave before it's too late. You might get sucked into my cult. China. Yeah, I saw that. 245% tariff on China. Make it 500%, Donald Trump. Make it 500%. No, 500% isn't enough. Make it 2024% because that's the year you got back into office. Europe for Europeans. I don't really care if it's for Europeans. I just believe that illegals should stay out and come in the legal way. The only goods I need to get from China, realistically, is my phone and my computer. Oddly enough, I'm also a college graduate. I'm guessing you didn't go to liberal Harvard. I'm in Europe right now. What are you gonna do about it? Let's see the MS-13 gang member and trigger these liberals some more until they crash out and cry. MS-13 member beats his wife and you guys want to bring him back to the country. He's never coming back. Never, ever. How do you feel? Cry. Cry your liberal tears. I drink all the liberal tears in my cup. Okay, I lied. There's a little bit more because of all these comments. There's a little bit more liberal tears. The liberal tears are brown and soulless, just like the people, with the negative comments and the hateful speech.
Good afternoon, everybody. President Trump campaigned on the promise to secure our homeland and deport violent alien criminals from our communities. That is why
Let's make the liberals cry. I got some liberal medicine today.
And it's why the American people, everybody. President Trump campaigned on the promise to secure our homeland and deport violent alien criminals from our communities. That is why the American people overwhelmingly reelected him back to this office. And it's why the American people defeated the Democrat Party in devastating fashion. Today we have officials.
Damn right, Pooh Manchu. Hit the like and subscribe button.
Of the American people. Maryland Democrat Senator Chris Van Hollen rushed to Dulles Airport this morning to fly to El Salvador, potentially using taxpayer dollars to demand the release of deported, illegal, alien MS-13 terrorists. The Democrats and the media in this room have continually and wrongly labeled Kilmar Abrego Garcia as a Maryland father. There is no Maryland father. Let me reiterate. Kilmar Abrego Garcia is an illegal alien, MS-13 gang member and foreign terrorist who was deported back to his home country.
Cry about it.
Abrego Garcia
Cry.
was arrested. He was wearing a sweatshirt with rolls of money covering the ears, mouth, and eyes of presidents on various currency denominations. This is a known MS-13 gang.
Yes, more liberal tears, more.
See no evil. Abrego Garcia was also arrested with two other well-known members of the vicious MS-13 gang. And two separate judges found that Abrego Garcia was a member of MS-13, and that finding has never been disputed. And just this morning, it was revealed through Maryland court documents that Abrego Garcia's wife petitioned for an order of protection against him for 2 instances of domestic violence in May of 2021. And here is the order right here. The court ordered that the respondent committed the following acts of abuse. Once in May of 2021, assault in any degree. And on May 4th of 2021, he punched and scratched his wife, ripped off her shirt, and grabbed and bruised her. This is from a court in Maryland. So not only are Democrats rushing to defend an illegal criminal foreign terrorist gang member, but also an apparent woman beater. To set all of that aside, the basic fact that he was illegally inside our country and had a lawful deportation order.
A cup of copium for the liberal tears.
Country of El Salvador. And if he ever ends up back in the United States, he would immediately be deported again. Nothing will change the fact that Abrego Garcia will never be a Maryland father. He will never live in the United States of America again. And the United States Supreme Court ruled unanimously that the President of the United States and the Secretary of State could not be compelled to forcibly retrieve this citizen of El Salvador who is currently locked up in a maximum security prison in his home country due to his MS-13 membership. To remind the media and the Democrat Party, MS-13 are among the most vicious and dangerous individuals in this world. They pose a direct threat to the United States, El Salvador, and any other country who maintains basic law and order.
Right? How are people going crazy for a wife beater?
Runs sex trafficking operations, murders for sport, and terrorizes law-abiding people. That's why El Salvador President Bukele made it clear this week that he will not be releasing this MS-13 gang member from his prison. But that is not enough.
The next stream is probably tomorrow.
Enough to stop the Democrat Party from their
Hit the like and subscribe button and you won't miss it.
The number one issue they're focused on right now is bringing back this illegal alien terrorist to America. But where are the Democrats applauding the fact that southern border crossings just hit a historic low? Where are the Democrats supporting our brave men and women of law enforcement who are putting their lives on the line every single day to arrest the violent illegal alien invaders that the previous...
To be fair, she
allowed
speaks
into
a
our
lot
country?
more
And
intelligently
where
than
are the
Kamala
Democrats
or
when innocent
Biden.
Americans are victimized by illegal criminals that Joe Biden let in?
But definitely her
It's
looks
appalling and
too.
sad
But
that
she can
Senator
speak well.
Van Hollen and the Democrats applauding his trip to El Salvador today are incapable of having any shred of common sense or empathy for their own constituents and our citizens. Nobody knows this more than the woman standing to my right, Patty Morin, whose beautiful daughter Rachel was brutally maimed and murdered at the hands of an illegal alien in August of 2023. Patty no longer has her daughter because of the failed Democrat Party's open border, and these are policies that President Trump is bringing an end to. Patty should not have to be here today, but she is, and we are grateful and we are honored.
Damn
for
right,
her willingness
Sachs.
and her
Damn
request
right.
to share her powerful story with the world. Thank you, Patty, for being here.
Foreign illegals cannot come into our country and disrespect our citizens. No longer under
Good
Trump.
afternoon, everybody. President
Alpha Karen.
With God's grace over these past 3 months, and we have had a great 3 months. They say maybe the best 3 months ever for a president. And I think there's a whole new spirit in our country.
There's the president making the case about America having momentum. He says world leaders are lining up to negotiate new trade deals, and another major partner is coming to the table. In fact, today, and another one tomorrow, and on we go. It's Thursday. Good morning, everybody. Live in New York, I'm Bill Hemmer. How we feeling over there?
Good, how are you?
Excellent.
Great, I'm Dana Perino, and this is America's Newsroom. On this Thursday, President Trump is set to meet with one of our top European allies, the Prime Minister of Italy. So the two are expected to talk trade. This after yesterday's talks with the Japanese delegation. The president touting big progress out of that one.
So meanwhile, the Wall
Hey,
Street Journal is
grasshopper.
shedding light on the administration's strategy. It says the White House is using the talks to further isolate China, asking a lot of their trading partners to limit the dealings that they may have in the future in exchange for relief on tariffs and a good deal with the U.S.
And House Republican Conference Chair Lisa McClain.
I'm
she's
just
on
watching
tap, but
Trump's
first, let's get to
newest
Alexandria
news
Hawkins
here
live at the White House.
and
Hi, Alex.
pissing off the haters a bit.
Good to be with you. You know, from the European
The usual,
Union's
the
perspective,
usual.
Prime Minister Maloney is the bridge that they need. You've heard the term Trump whisper being tossed around there, but the fact
Enjoying
of the
the
matter is,
Amish,
President
enjoying
Trump
the
have a
Amish.
good relationship. Compliments have been shared. She actually even attended the president's inauguration. So the
Sorry.
They need to do business with the United States. They need the best thing on the face of the planet, and that is the American consumer.
Well, Federal Reserve Chair Jerome
Are
Powell
you
is concerned about
stupid?
dampening
480
consumer
million
spending, and
Americans?
said
There's
tariff
only
increases went beyond what
380
banks
million
were anticipating.
Americans.
The effects of that are likely to move us away from our goals. So unemployment is likely to go up as the economy slows in all likelihood, and inflation is likely to go up as tariffs find their way.
Now, President Trump believes that interest rates should be cut. Now, the Federal Reserve Chair, he says that he wants some clarity on tariffs first, but how much time he has to wait is really put in question this morning as the president posted Powell's termination cannot come fast enough. Dana.
All right, Alex, thank you so much. Looking beautiful there in the White House sunshine. Thank you.
So let's bring in Michigan Congresswoman Lisa McClain, House Republican Conference Chair, and good morning to you. Let's get right into it. Here's Scott Bessent, Treasury Secretary.
And a lot of those
Talking about
380
those
million
who go to the
Americans are
front line
children. So
I think there will be advantage to
you got to think about that as well.
will be first.
That's their choice. Japan, you got Italy today and South Korea tomorrow. Here's the issue about this whole idea about isolating China. There was a loophole from the trade deal USMCA in 2018, and the loophole was
inappropriate comments will not be tolerated.
Mexico and then sell the products the Chinese made in those factories to the American consumer. And right now, this administration's they're trying to prevent that.
Especially disgusting comments regarding children will not be tolerated
Italy
here.
Or Germany, anyone else down the line, that they're willing to play ball with the U.S. on that deal and close forever.
My inclination is yes, and I think
Mike, you're not very good at math, so I think we're done with that conversation.
President Trump, what he's trying to do, and we've talked about this over and over again, is trying to level the playing field honestly and move in the right direction, trying to close the loophole. Look, he's trying to bring manufacturing back to the United States and back to, most importantly, our allies, not our adversaries like China. And he's talking about it, but more importantly, people and countries are acting upon it. And that's the positive that you're seeing. And if I can just say one more thing is, look at the state of Michigan. The state of Michigan is number 3 behind California and New York for manufacturing jobs lost. That's horrible for our state. That's horrible for our constituents.
We're buying the dip.
Fixing that. He wants to bring jobs
and making
back
profits
to the United States. And more importantly, for me, he wants to bring jobs back to Michigan. So we're actually excited and giving him some grace and patience on this.
The Chinese are not waiting around. They are also on a, I don't know if I'd call it a charm offensive, but they're going around, especially to Southeast Asia, saying, don't you want to cut a deal with us? They spoke to the Europeans yesterday, and they have cheaper goods to sell, right? We might have a better message. We might have a better deal for them, and best in saying, get to the table first. But yesterday, the Fed chairman warned this, that the impact of the tariffs will include higher inflation and slower growth. The president really didn't like that message from him and might not even want Jerome Powell to be around. Do you take the warning
Yes,
seriously?
sir. The market's going up and down. We're looking for future profits. We're not looking for profits right away. That's not what investing is about. Investing is not about making money right away. If you want to make money right away, then start a business or run a business. If you're looking for investment opportunity, then every smart, wise investor looks for profits for a year, 2 years out, 3 years out, 4 years out, 5 years out, or longer. Investing isn't about getting instant return. That's what a business is for. Real estate, if you want instant returns on your money, buy an apartment or buy a house and start renting it out. That's not what stock market investing is about. Even real estate investing is more about holding long term.
It's a stunning thing to hear Republicans even considering the possibility of raising taxes. From North Dakota, here's Senator Kevin Cramer, Republican. Here's what he said. He said it's just
same for policies. Good point.
Watch the transformation where suddenly people are going. When you think about it, why do we worry?
You can't even spell correctly. You can't do math correctly, and you can't spell correctly. Maybe that's what's hurting your economics more than anything else. Just an idea, though. Just an idea.
If Republicans don't lower taxes, who will?
Nobody. I mean, the answer to that question is really simple.
So why even consider or entertain the possibility of raising the rate on some Americans?
Yeah, listen.
More
I have
Democrat lies
of raising the tax rates on anybody. The Republicans, we want lower tax rates. If we don't extend and make permanent these Trump tax cuts, it will be the largest tax cuts that the American people have to deal with in probably their lifetime. I can share with you for Michiganders, if we don't make the Trump tax cuts permanent, $2,400
I agree. We need that ASAP.
As a business owner, of somebody who's grown and built their business from scratch, I like lower taxes because lower taxes means I can hire more people. I can invest in the business. I can be charitable to my community. I can give my employees more money. It just makes sense. The Democrats, they are the party of higher taxes. They want to tax you and make you dependent on the government. The Republicans want to give you an opportunity to work. And by doing that, we need to lower the tax rates. And that's what we have every intention to do.
So then just
Apple is opening factories in the United States of America.
And checking it twice, that you would be a no on any resolution that would raise taxes?
Lisa McLean is not for raising taxes. I can share that with you. I haven't heard a lot of my colleagues who are interested in raising taxes. There's so much inefficiency. There's so much fraud, waste, and abuse. Raising taxes shouldn't even be on the table right now.
Agreed, Didi, agreed.
This Thursday. It's been a busy week and another one to come next week. I'm sure we'll see you again soon. Thank you so much.
Hit the like and subscribe button if you're new to the channel.
And click here to subscribe.
They're opening factories. You don't know what you're talking about. You can't avoid tariffs with an assembly plant, but thanks. They're building a factory right now. Apple's factory in America. Well, I don't think they've started on it, but they're, starting the process of starting it. Hello, how are you? Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, hit the like and subscribe button. Gotta sneeze, gotta sneeze. I don't think you can break America as easily as you think. But that's a big conspiracy brought by the Democrats and other news networks, not just CNN. The water brought me here. I don't know what that means, but hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you, Paragraph. Even though you're a Democrat, thank you. Why is the left defending criminals like Hamas and illegal immigrants and criminals? I don't understand. Alright guys, I think that's it for today's show. Not many more people are joining in. Misplaced compassion. Agreed. A lot of compassion is needed, but just not for these people. Agreed, Manchu, agreed. Alright guys, I'm ending it now. Hit the like and subscribe button. I appreciate everyone that joined in. We'll be going live tomorrow. Go MAGA! I have a trade deficit with my barber. See ya later. Peace out, guys.